Okay, howdy everyone. This is episode 4 of the Gurgle, and we are here. Oh, I can see myself. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we have 2 guests. You may remember Nathan from episode 3, and now we also have Brianna. Do you go by Bri?
Yeah, I can go by Bri
Okay.
sometimes.
Brianna. You correct me.
All of it.
Oh, okay, cool. Brianna and Sarah. Just kidding. I love Sarah. And you're wearing another fun scarf today.
I know.
I'm sorry I'm mean to you and then I have to apologize.
It's okay.
It's who I am.
I accept the bullying.
Oh!
It's continuous. It's never ending.
Hey, don't act like you don't bully me.
Okay.
Remember setting up the camera?
No.
You weren't there for that.
Yeah. So I did nothing. You have no video proof of it. So how are you going to prove this?
We have witnesses.
Not after this episode.
Oh. Okay, so I want to hear about the fruit fly thing.
Oh boy. So basically I wanted to tell the story of how I started a mild fruit fly infestation in one of the dorm halls on campus.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In like all the dorms?
Not all the dorms, just like my hallway.
Oh, okay.
Like somehow I had managed to have fruit flies in my room and it got into everyone's room.
Are you a filthy girl?
I'm a nasty girl. But yeah, so this was like after Thanksgiving break, like me and my roommate, we got back and we had like noticed that there were like a few like fruit flies in the room. We were like, huh, like where did they come from? You know, like I asked her, like, oh, did you like bring home like food home with you or something? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't got anything either. So they were there for like a couple days. And I'm the kind of person when I have like an issue, I just come at it with the most aggressive solution possible first. So like immediately like I just started Googling like, oh, like how do you kill fruit flies? And like over and over again, like I sort of like got this like all different like articles saying like, oh, you can put out like cups of like apple cider vinegar and like that like helps kill them. Like they are attracted to that. It's like liquid, they like it. I don't know. So
wow.
I went to Walgreens.
You're a murderer.
I am a murderer.
Oh, God.
Oh, but it gets better. So I went to Walgreens, bought some apple cider vinegar, and I had like set up several cups around my room. For the first couple days, like it seemed like it was like getting better. Like I saw like a bunch of like little fruit flies like in the cups, like dead. So I'm like, oh, great, perfect. But it seemed as though a couple days afterward, there were just so many more.
Oh my God.
Like all at once.
It's like Red Bull. It's like Red Bull for fruit flies.
Yeah. So me and my roommate, like I was like still determined, like I was like convinced that it was like working still for whatever reason, just because like, you know, there would be like a bunch of like dead ones in them. And, you know, I would take it to the dorm toilet, pour it out, flush it, it'd all be like speckled like pepper, just from all like the dead like fruit fly matter. But like I had noticed that there were like these like bits of goop in the cups of the apple cider vinegar, and I had discovered that those were eggs. So yeah, I did not realize this in probably like maybe a week's time of just like leaving the cups out, and it was just getting like worse and worse. And like me and my roommate, like we didn't know what to do. We had like a hand vacuum, so we would like suck them out of the air and like put like our hands over it and like trap them in there and like put like plastic wrap over it to like, you know, trap them in there and kill it, because like a hand vacuum, it doesn't have a bag in it, so as soon as like it's not sucking, they just like would fly back out.
It's just the concept of egg really bothers me.
Yeah, they're all like goopy.
Yeah, they were like suspended in the vinegar. Like I don't know why, like it didn't register.
They
in
shat
my
them
head.
out. They like
They
shat
just like
out eggs.
were going for it.
I know. Oh,
If
sorry.
it kills the flies, how do the eggs stay viable?
Maybe it was like a prank post. Like, oh yeah, this will kill them. It's
like-
sugary. It's nutritious.
Just like many of them. But yeah, like it got like bad enough that like a couple of people started like complaining, like, oh, like I noticed there's like a couple of fruit flies in my room, and me and my roommate were like, ah. So I don't know like how like I had finally discovered after some time that the cups were not working out. Way
I
too
just like
long.
to think that like for like months you kept them in there.
It wasn't like months, but I would say it was like at least like a week and a half before I was like, okay,
Oh my gosh.
this is
So
not
like, did
good.
the people in your dorm like know that it was you guys causing this?
No.
So now you're telling them, you're like confessing.
Yeah, I guess I'm sort of admitting to it. Like a lot of people, well, because it was also like it was fall, so like people are like, oh, like someone has like a pumpkin in their room or something, like, they have a pumpkin, it's got fruit flies. No, eventually like I took the cups out and it like over time subsided, but like it's like it just like haunts me so much. Just the condition I had lived in for that week, I don't think is like acceptable for any
Oh my
human
gosh.
being.
So you never found out like what food like they were attracted to it started?
No,
with?
like I don't know like how they got there to begin with. They were just hanging.
What dormitory was this?
Bursley Hall.
Okay, well, you know, I lived in Bursley. I'm not surprised.
Did
that
you have any
happened.
fruit flies?
No,
Okay, good.
but
I didn't give them to you.
We used to have them like in my kitchen at home, and we bought these like strips of like sticky tape,
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
and they just
yeah.
like stick to them, and it's like kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
It's like ASMR. Sorry, it's like
Oh, yeah.
pimple popping videos when they like it's gross, but like it's satisfying to look at. So when it's like covered in dead fruit flies, you're like, yummy.
That's like how the cups felt, because like I would have just this cup of like liquid and like little bugs in there that were all dead, and it felt like I was doing something good.
You were murdering.
Dead
it felt
things.
good.
Dead things, good.
Like just like the instant gratification of like seeing a cup of dead bugs. I was like,
I love that.
nice.
It's all accomplished. That's
Wow.
good.
I worked in dining in the South Point dish room for 2 years, and there were, like you said, like little like there were like chandeliers of sticky tape that would just attract like flies,
Oh wow.
and so they would fly onto it and get stuck there. But there were like 8 of these in the dish room, and like I guess yeah, it's better to have them on those things hanging in the air than like on the plates. But it is kind of weird that in this like very sanitary area where they're like if there's a hair on a plate, they'll like you'll get in trouble. But in this like super sanitary area, there's just a thing of flies hanging.
Yeah.
Almost like decor.
And it like
Oh.
Oh.
I'm
They-
scared.
they're light activated.
Oh no.
Yeah.
okay, we're just gonna leave that in there so I can see what the.
That never happened last time.
I know that is so weird.
I think because I think we're moving around a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe one in the middle to play closer to the sunset.
Yeah.
In the corner where.
Wow. We should have just filmed the rest of it in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nighttime.
Anyway, I wrote down Parkland because I want to talk about Parkland.
Yes.
And this is like, in my classes, I don't know what it was. We were talking about this guy that like survived the Parkland shooting, and he's like famous now. This is a thing, and then Tommy Loren or someone like yelled at him.
Tommy Loren. You really give her too much class than she deserves.
Tommy Lauren.
Tommy Lauren. Or Tarny Lasagna, as they like to call her.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yeah, she's kind of gross looking. Anyway,
She's Republican Barbie.
just go right for the appearance. As if there's nothing else
You know,
wrong.
Misogynist Maddie comes back again. Second week.
It's me. Anyway, and I was like, it really brought to light this issue that occurred last year where I didn't know what Parkland was. That's basically the whole of the story, but it took me, when did it happen, 2018?
Something like
Yes,
that.
I didn't know
probably.
until like last winter that it had even happened, so the end.
Some of us have more knowledge than others.
I know, exactly.
Your teachers were busy.
I'm just presenting this information to be laughed at, essentially, but
Honestly, though, I don't blame you, considering your school, how you described it last time, where all the teachers and the students were.
that's true, we didn't have a walkout.
I mean,
But like other schools did, and I knew them, so.
also, there's like a mass shooting every week in America. So I mean, yeah, that one was like got a lot more news coverage, but it's not really like something to let people pay attention to at this point anymore. Not that it's so often.
I'm grateful to everyone for being nice to me.
We're nice to you this time.
Thank
No
you.
bullying. Except for at the beginning.
That was, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be mean if you want.
Oh, please, yeah. Yeah. I have no feelings. You want to
Shit all
see?
over her.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh my god. Sometimes, like, when I'm at work and I'm, like, talking to customers, I'm like, what if I just, like, started bawling right now? Like, what if I just, like, dead ass, like, bawled my eyes out? Not because I necessarily need to, but just because, like, I want to be the one in charge for once.
Hey,
Yeah.
where do you work at?
Espresso Royale.
Oh, beautiful. I work at Sweetwater's.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
In the union, or?
No, the downtown one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys need to talk about barista life.
Yeah.
Here's a barista life.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have anything prepared with that. I really like Sweetwater's, though. It's good. Not to promote your brand. Yeah.
Shit
Did
all
you have to
over
sign
us.
an NDA?
No.
I
If
did.
you did, would you be able to say that you did? Like, is that...
Like, I think I just can't, like, tell about recipes.
Secret recipes.
Secret recipes.
Ooh.
The Krabby Patty secret formula.
Is Plankton always coming in?
I thought that was Mr. Krabs' impression.
Oh.
I mean, like, Plankton's the one who always says it, but
Yes,
then I said
like,
formula.
is-
Like, Mr. Krabs says formula.
I was asking if Plankton always comes into Espresso
Oh,
Royale.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did I
it's
deal
like
with him?
in the form of, like, a 19-year-old blonde sorority girl. That's, like, what it is.
It's funny, isn't his wife from the show named Karen? Like, 'cause I was thinking
Yes!
about... I was thinking about Karens when you talked about, like, if I were just to start crying. Like, that would be a fun reaction to them when they're like, I want to see your manager just, like, start crying. Like, really hard. Maybe they'll feel bad about
That
it.
happened to me today. Someone called and they were like, where's the owner? They're like, put me on the phone with the owner. I was like, the owner of Espresso Royale corporate? It's like,
Oh, God.
it's like a tri-state, like, corporation. Like, no, he's not here. Or she.
Or she.
Do you have a
Hashtag
really good, like, Karen story?
I had one where, like, I think I may have talked about it on the podcast, but this, like, woman came up to me and she was like, I have a complaint about, like, health. Like, it's, like, unsanitary. I was like, okay, like, I'm all ears, you know, like, please tell me. And then she was like, oh, like, the vent over the condiment bar is, like, it's, like, blowing dust and debris into my drinks when I'm, like, trying to put stuff in them. I'm like, that's cannot be true. Like, maybe one speck of dust maybe, like, fell in her
Yeah.
drink and she saw it. She was like, she was, like,
Karen lost her mind.
trembling.
Oh, God.
But, like, she rambled to me for, like, 5 minutes about, like, this, I'm just letting you know because, like, this is a health hazard and I don't want you guys to get shut down. I'm like, we're not going to get shut down, thank you. Anyway, do you have a good Karen story? Is that why you brought it up?
I think I had, like, sort of a couple. Like, for the most part, people are really nice, but there's always just, like, those ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, the most distinct one in my mind was, like, sort of like a woman. She was there, because, like, usually in the evenings, people will, like, stay for, like, a couple hours, either to, like, hang out or get work done or whatever. But this woman, she was, like, you know, coming in, but she sort of had, like, a complaint about, like, every single thing that was going on.
What?
So she came in, like, an hour before close. We had, like, a Mary Chef oven, like, the little oven that you use to, like, put in, like, the sandwiches or, like, whatever, like, little, like, things you want warmed up. And that we have to usually, like, turn off, like, an hour before just because it, like, takes, like, a long time to cool down. So I had informed her of this, you know, when she wanted to, like, buy something to be heated up. She was, like, complaining. But we do have a microwave, so I was like, oh, yeah, you can, like, use our microwave if you really want to, like, heat something up or whatever. But then later she, like, approached me to, like, accuse our microwave of being weak. She, like, complained that, like, oh, like, my microwave at home, I can put things in for 10 seconds and they're hot.
Okay,
I'm
then
like-
take it home.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Please go home
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
And then later, like, my, like, the shift leader, like, he was, like, cleaning the bathrooms. And, like, it was very much, like, you know, had, like, the thing, like a little barrier so that way people wouldn't come in. And, like, the floor was very clearly wet. And he was very clearly, like, handling, like, cleaner, like, chemicals.
Oh.
And she was like, I demand to be in this restroom right now. You better let me in. And
Then she would go in there and be like, why is it dirty? I'm mad at her. I don't even know her. I remember one time I was like, sorry, we could go back to non-barista topics for you
It's
commoners,
fine.
but...
I could talk about the library.
Oh, yeah, like just kidding.
I work at the... No, you can go... You tell your story.
Honestly, law students are probably scandalous. Anyway, I was, like, actively cleaning the machine one night, and it was, like, 2 minutes to close, and then, like the espresso machine, obviously.
Mhm.
And so now we had, like, almost all of our machines cleaned. We had, like, one nozzle that, like, was still, like, dirty or whatever. But this guy came in and he was like, can I have, like, a 4-shot mocha or something? I was like, whatever. Like, yeah, but, like, I'm, like, it's 2 minutes to close. I'm cleaning up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's on me for cleaning it before close, but
I mean,
I didn't think anyone would come in, you know?
Yeah.
You would hope.
Right, law life.
Fuck him.
Okay. Wow, Maddie, just aggressive right out of the
I'm
gate.
mad at
Oh my
him.
God, all day you've just been a sassy bitch. Anyway, I work at the law library. My entire job is to scan people's cards and check if they're law students or not. It's a very difficult job.
Very difficult.
And this one girl came in and I scanned her card and she was a law student, so I was like, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to be in here. And then she goes, but I'm in Ross. And I'm like, I'm sorry, this is for law students only. She's like, but I'm in Ross. I'm getting my MBA.
A Ross? Maybe you've heard of it.
I was like, I'm sorry, there's nothing to do. She's like, well, can I speak to your boss? And so I was like, fine. And then he made her leave.
She's like, I'm blonde.
No, she was a redhead.
Oh.
I know how you feel about her.
Are you a real redhead?
No, I'm a very much. Someone like pointed out to me, they're like, you're a fake ginger. You're a finger.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's what I like to go by now. Although, like, most of the time, like, right now, it's, like, pretty noticeable that I'm not just because, like, a little grown out. But when it's, like, fresh, like, I'm catfishing people on the
Wow.
regular. They really think... Well, I think it's, like, also just because I'm, like, pretty fair. So it's pretty believable. It's not, like, a crazy red.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it
So-
looks very natural.
beautiful.
Yeah. But it's not like red. Like, it's like an auburny red.
Mhm.
It's not like the girl who came in. She was an Irish woman.
I feel like red is, like, the one hair color I'm, like, not allowed to have. Not that, you know, my parents can really, like, dictate. But my dad is a ginger. He's, like, very insecure about it.
Oh,
So he's like, no redheads.
no red.
I think he was relieved that none of us are ginger.
Oh my God. You've discriminated against you.
I guess, but you know, it's from his own pain,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
it's fine.
That is
he wants better for you.
No one has suffered more than gingers.
honestly, that's the truth. You heard it here, folks.
Oh yeah. Okay, so basically there's this like meme that resurfaced earlier this week. Maybe has anyone seen it? It's like about the Ice Age baby.
Oh no.
I don't think it's the original Ice Age for any
No, it was. You
hardcore
texted me the
fans.
picture of it. That's the original Ice Age baby.
OG?
Yeah.
There's a baby in the first one.
Yeah. That's exactly the.
That's
I'm
like
sorry,
the
I
part of the
film.
movie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them, sorry. The only one I watched when he was like, do the Sid. And like there's all the laws that worship Sid. Classic Sid. Anyway. But there's like this meme earlier this week, and it's already dead, so that's how you know. But it was like, I want to fucking kill the Ice Age baby.
Why?
I want it fucking dead.
Oh my God. Why?
It's like, just because it's an annoying little fucker, little pisshead baby, like nobody likes it.
He didn't do anything in the movie besides be alive.
Yes.
Is that the problem?
But like, when you look at his face, he's like an annoying baby.
Well, he was
It's like, you know the Croods?
the Croods.
In the Croods, like, isn't the baby just, like, annoying?
Oh,
like a
yeah, I know what you're
nuisance?
talking about. Yeah. The movie about, like, the caveman family that has to, like, trek
Oh.
across.
Have you seen the meme where it's, like, Nick Cage's Grug?
Yeah.
Wait, did I send that to you?
No, I think I saw it on.
I'm gonna insert these memes
Yeah.
that people can see, but... Am I still in there? Oh, I am. Oh, I was looking at the wrong side of the screen.
Oh,
That's
I'm leaning
so
back.
funny.
Oh my God,
How
I'm so
stupid
white.
I am. It's so funny. How stupid.
I mean, I think that was the point proven in the last episode. Don't cry.
T-pose. I'll T-pose on you.
I don't know what that means.
You better know what it means.
I don't know
Do
what
you guys know what
T-pose
T-posing is?
Yes, I
Yeah.
stopped watching memes like 4 months ago. but
Watching memes?
Yes, that's what it is, really. That's all you do. It's not like you're making them. Like, yeah, like 4 months ago, and that was one of the things
Mhm, that's true.
I remember.
Already a little outdated, you know. I love Ice Age Baby. Anyway, I wrote like a little poem to the
Oh
Ice.
my
Or no, it was an
goodness.
open-ended letter. It's like really only a paragraph long, but I'm gonna read it because it's just important for me to get my 2 cents in on this issue.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, so it's. Oh, I have to get in the zone for this. Okay, look around. Can you not see all that you have done? I'm already not doing this right. Our world is in tatters, and you are entirely to blame. You have single-handedly destroyed families' livelihoods. And now, your own name all in the name of evil. Dude, what crack was I smoking when I wrote this?
I don't know if it's about the Ice
You
Age,
sinful, conniving little cheat. Your greed knows no bounds. Your soul is a disgusting stain on this planet. I hope to God that whatever darkness from which you came dares not taunt us again with such wickedness. I cannot wait to see you perish.
So, I think what we learned from that is that maybe we can take a trip to CAPS for some electroshock therapy.
I dare the Ice Age baby to show up. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
I told you I didn't watch it.
Oh my god, that
All
is
I know is that I hate him.
This is a type of baseless ignorance that has started many a war, Maddie.
I don't know his story, but I see that face, and that face is punchable.
Just like Debbie Ryan.
Who's Debbie Ryan?
Oh,
The most punchable
Oh,
Disney
she,
I
star.
hate
Wait.
Jessie.
yeah, Jessie.
Yeah.
She was also on Sweet Life, right?
Sweet Life on Deck.
Oh,
She was
right.
really annoying. Her character, I hated her.
Was she like the
All the
super
characters
like
are.
smart one?
Yeah,
supposed
that
to be,
Cody was
mm,
like, yeah.
the brain power.
And then they went to the future, and she won 8 Nobel Prizes, but Cody only won 7. And that was a,
Oh,
And they
was-
broke up.
I think it was a source of tension in the relationship. You know,
I'm glad you remember that.
I remember it vividly.
Good for you. I think it's just like you're a little bit older than me, so it's like the right age. You know what I mean?
Thank
You
you,
know
for
what I
calling me old.
I'm not. You're not even old yet. See, when you're actually old, I'm gonna come to your house and be like, "You're old, motherfucker." And I'm gonna leave.
You're not invited.
No.
The dogs will be out on the lawn, ready to
Ooh,
chase you away.
Puppies. I love puppies.
I'll roll Roderick at you.
Today, someone like was walking their dog, and I went up to it and I said, "Ooh, puppy." Then I kept walking.
Did you pet it?
No, I just said that and then left. It's called control, self-control.
I think, like, on that thought, it's, like, it's so interesting. Well, like, my family, like, we've had, like, our dog for, like, a year now. We got him as, like, a puppy. And I think, like, having a puppy, like, made me realize how much people hate other people. Just as, like,
Really?
anytime, like, I would, like, you know, walk him, like, you know, people would be really, like, interested in him. But, like, the focus was always, like, just on him. There was, like, always, like, several instances where, like, someone would say something to him and not to me. Or they would ask his name and not for mine.
That's true. It's very like impersonal.
The annoying thing about having a puppy is everyone wants to pet it all
Yeah.
the time.
But then it's like, because I don't want to talk to the person, I don't ask, so I'm too afraid.
Mm.
And then I just don't pet it.
Would you have wanted them to ask you what your name was? Like, when you just walk next to them on the street?
I don't know. Like, you know, if, like, you're engaging in this, like, sort of, you know, if you're getting in my space, at least be, like, nice to me. I don't know.
Mhm.
Give me a compliment.
They
I'm a
suck.
good boy.
What if they patted your dog and then patted you?
Then that would be perfect.
That's exactly.
I want the
scream.
same treatment.
And a treat for both of you.
And then they take off their mask, and they're the Ice Age baby.
Oh my god! I'm
And then
really
you-
sick of this baby.
So I want to clarify something. Did you say pat or pet?
Pet, like this.
I feel like we should make fun of everyone equally when they use the one word, but it's pet a dog, right? Not pat a dog.
Well, I think it's
Do
Pet is
either?
like this. Pat is like.
But do you really do that with people's dogs?
I do that with my dog all the time.
Oh.
My dog loves it.
That's
Almost said my dad loves it.
Do you pet their head or their butt though? 'Cause, like,
His
you're supposed-
head. He loves this.
Really?
Yeah, he likes it like kind of hard. He's into BDSM,
There's like
y'all.
a thing. I found this out the hard way with my dog, my old dog Rusty. So you're like, dogs like love having their butts scratched. Do you guys know about this?
My dog does.
But they
like-
can get like addicted to it, so you're not supposed to do it. And my dog Rusty, we did that. We made him addicted to getting his butt scratched, and he would come up and he was like massively overweight, and he would like swing his ass at us and like hit us with it, and then we would have to scratch. Otherwise, he would bite us. 'Cause that's who he was. Yeah, he was not a good dog. Anyway, and then he developed bald spots all over his ass.
Oh my god.
And then finally, my dad was like, "No more scratching, Rusty."
He's an ass addict. He's an ass addict.
My dog Rusty was like such a crackhead. He was like, it was like 0 or 100,
What a
asleep
freak.
or biting you.
Oh my god.
I just want to clarify that I'm sick, everyone. So if you want to kill yourselves listening to my voice, that would be why.
I always do.
That's because I'm always sick.
Who are you winking at?
The audience!
Mhm.
Don't act like they're not there.
I mean, there's no one there, so.
Dude, the next time we record one of these alone, we're just gonna hit each other.
I would never assault anyone.
I would never actually hit you, but you would hit me
Yes.
with words.
Across. Oh, yes, with words.
We already did that.
They already do that?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Yeah.
Show me 5 instances where that's happened. Go.
Machiavelli.
Okay, that was Nathan.
McCarthy. I forgot what the one today was already, but.
I don't remember.
And scene. Just kidding.
So, what else?
Oh.
Just casually
I
dancing.
did have a little story, if this is a little...
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the robbery at the fried chicken place in Kentucky? It made national news.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
so this guy tried to rob a fried chicken place in Kentucky. It's in Louisville, which is where I live, and I actually go to that one a lot. So he tried to rob it. The store was empty except for 2 customers, and both of them were police officers. So they were on a date, and so they chased him away. And
Holy
yeah,
shit.
but it made national news, and I feel like that's the only. You only ever hear about stories like that on national news about Louisville. It's never like mayor has Compassion Day and like 10,000 people marched in support of immigrants. No, it's the Black Friday injury at the mall, and then the next year another Black Friday injury at that mall. Those are the stories that we get told.
Kentucky just seems like charming to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I drove through it over winter break.
I've driven through it.
That's about it.
Yeah. I drove through it to get to Florida, which is arguably
I was
worse.
coming back from Florida.
Yeah. We really missed each other.
Michigan culture.
Oh my god.
Wow. Probably not, because I was coming back towards the end of break.
Whatever. It was a while ago. That I have not been to Florida in a while.
Yeah, mine was this winter break.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm a traveler.
Mm.
In Czech. Sestovatovka.
In Beautiful. It's a beautiful language.
We have this like high school Czech foreign exchange student that we have to meet with, and like I'm just so illiterate and like what's the word for like illiterate but with your mouth? Because that's what I am.
Wait,
Like
you can't speak.
I can't speak. Like I'm mute, but only in Czech.
Isn't it like
I
anxiety?
think dumb is the word.
No.
Dumb is like another word from you that seems
Yeah,
more
I'm dumb.
appropriate.
I'm dumb. I think we've established
Maddie.
this. Oh my jeez Louise.
Goodness.
Oh my jeepers creepers. You've never seen the ham boning episode of Victorious?
I have seen ham boning in the context of SpongeBob SquarePants, but never.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Wow. I love SpongeBob.
I know. It's great.
You know what ham boning is?
No.
It's like where you like they go like this. Like, I can't do it. But they're like their body is the instrument.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like throat singing.
Isn't all singing throat singing? Like,
That's true. That's true. What should we call it? Like glottal singing? No, all singing is glottal singing.
deep throat singing.
I think one of the weirdest things about linguistics is like that you have to learn about mouth anatomy.
Oh.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Mm.
Maddie.
Nasal cavity.
That's hot.
Sun sinus fix.
That's funny. Are we gonna have to cut again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead
Wait,
air.
see what time we're on.
Yeah.
My password's my fucking name.
I always forget. Okay, we're at 30 minutes. You can end if you want.
We're at what?
We're at 30 minutes.
Oh shit, yeah. We're so cool.
Oh, and 7:16.
Hit the stop button.
Well, we should have like an
Yeah.
outro.
Oh,
Like an
yeah. Okay,
outro.
sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone's like laughing. Good.
We are finished, companions. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.